the macroeconomic challenges we face in 2018, build hundreds of pro-poor housing units, and achieve on so many fronts that we are able to list here today. However, I acknowledge that there is always room for improvement, and perhaps more could have been done under different circumstances. Regrettably, some of the long-term projects we initiated did not reach completion during my tenure. I am hopeful that the incoming administration will carry the torch forward and bring these initiatives to fruition for the benefit of all Liberians. Fellow compatriots, rumors and misinformation have played a large part in our politics over the last 6 years. It is my hope we as a country will overcome this challenge over the next 6 years. To begin this, we must start with the facts of the transition. I must report to you that we are leaving behind a better economy than we inherited. Today, President-elect Joseph Nima Bouaka will inherit a stronger economy than I inherited. There is a bigger net international reserve position than was handed me in 2018. I inherited 94,999,000 United States dollars in net international reserves. And I am handing over to the next administration a net international reserve position of 222,700,000 United States dollars. This is 136% increase in the net international reserve position. The total cash balance in the government's consolidated account is United States $40,044,365.90. In 2018, my government inherited a consolidated cash position of $7 million United States dollars. The next administration thus has more resources to deal with emergency macroeconomic challenges than my administration had at its disposal in 2018. My fellow citizens, through our time together, I held steadfast to two cornerstones of leadership: keeping the peace and upholding the democratic process and the root of our democratic journey. I am immensely proud that during my tenure, Liberia remained at peace with itself and at peace with its neighbor. Our armed forces, the force of good, were never turned against our own people, and external actions were confined to international peacekeeping mission under the United Nations. This peace, sustained by our own domestic resources, is a testament to the maturity and strength of our nation. We protected the inalienable rights of every Liberian citizen as enshrined in our Constitution. Freedom of speech, assembly, and expression were not only preserved, but celebrated. There were no political prisoners or prisoners of conscience during my entire term, a testament to the development of strong democratic institutions that are now not only hailed as competent and professional, but as trusted and credible. Liberia is now regarded as a pillar of democracy in West Africa and a shining example to the world. This was only made possible through our various collaborative efforts. I want to thank all Liberians, regardless of your political affiliation, for staying the course and helping build a stronger and more vibrant nation. As I step aside as President of Liberia, I will remain actively engaged with the politics of the country as standard bearer and political leader of the Coalition for Democratic Change, the CDC, in order to ensure the continuation of our strong and vibrant democracy. I therefore urge you, my fellow citizens, to continue to be law-abiding and seek peaceful means to resolve differences, embrace tolerance and dialogue. Let us love one another and come together as one people, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us remember the strength of our unity, the resilience of our democracy, and the hope that lies in the future of Liberia. As we welcome a new era, let us move forward hands in hand with a shared commitment to building a united nation that will continue to strive on observing the tenets of democracy and adhering to the rule of law. May God bless you all, and may God continue to bless the Republic of Liberia.
Those who wrote the speech, inauguration, everybody happy. We are rejoicing over the defeat of the old regime. We are rejoicing about our effort to bring a new regime. Then we'll sit down with happiness. We go write paper for that 79-year-old man. He's struggling to read. Then you go there, I will tell United Nations, I will tell US, I will bring one man for here. Because you think one man for here, Johnson? By the time the old man was reading, when he got to the place,
my people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta whip us more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who us, the people lots. I said, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal. We tired with their lies. We tired with their promises. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? See, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. The people fool us, the people lie to us. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have been broken. Telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired. They tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough for time, but yeah, instead they delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing.
Yeah, you got nothing. You got nothing to show. You got nothing to show.
Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie. Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping.
Welcome back again.
Whip your hands, whip your. Come on.
On this Fresh Tuesday's edition of Freedom Hard Talk. On Freedom FM 87.9. Welcome to our many followers in the diaspora. Those here in Liberia.
The people fool us, the people lie to us. The government betray us.
Our many supporters, our fans.
I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damage.
Our partners.
We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us.
And all of those that support and help in making this program a success.
Did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? See, we just said
those on our live feed.
That's why we voted you.
We want to say welcome.
You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why?
This is your Tuesday's edition of Freedom Hard Talk on Freedom FM 87.9. The people fool us, the people
people lie to us. The government betray us.
We'll be taking a short break.
I said they lie. You gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. They lie.
To recognize our sponsors and partners on this show,
The people lie to us.
the Freedom Hard Talk.
So much.
That's Crime Stopper Liberia of Omen Sam Sion.
The people lie to us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is a proud sponsor of this show, Freedom Hard Talk on Freedom FM 87.9.
The lies. We tire with the promises.
Wayne Liberia is also a proud sponsor.
We tire with the speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw it frustrated.
And that of Bokon Jide Group of Company is also a sponsor of this program.
Well, like the citizens to be, you see, we just tell you
So we'll take a short break.
that why we go tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and little abuse us. So
To get words from our sponsors on this show.
why? But that's the question that we ask.
In the meantime,
The people fool us.
as you may be aware, there are several trending national issues. And today we have lot of national issues of importance on our plate.
The government
Many are our talking points.
they can lie, they can steal, they can lie, no one to trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have them broken. Tell me, my people, where you at? Wake up when you slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands.
Particularly the situation between Liberia and Guinea.
Come on, yeah? Okay, let's go.
We will be digging deep into that situation at our borderland there in Foya, Lofa County, with a clash between the Guinean forces and Liberian citizens
The people who are so
who are trying to demonstrate nationalistic patriotism by reclaiming their motherland.
they can lie, they can steal, they can lie.
Questions are coming in. Have President Bouaka spoken?
With the promises that led us to allow the damages.
Some are also asking, where is our armed forces
And now you need to deceive us.
that are clothed with the responsibility to protect the sovereign integrity of our territorial confines
Like the citizens,
or borders?
we just tell you that why we go tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us.
Also breaking news, Ombudsman Councillor Finlay Kanga resigns.
Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us.
We've still yet hanging allegations of influence peddling and receiving bribe, violating Article 90 of the Liberian Constitution involving a conflict of interest.
The people
We will be expanding on that also.
lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal.
A very sharp and aggressive statement from the PL by the president,
To hope on nobody. My hope that I have.
the man who heads the press union of Liberia,
Where are the roads? Where are the doors that they say they whistle?
have given a position statement
People fool us.
in regards to lawmakers, particularly Representative Flomo from District Number 2, Nima County, who is proposing an amendment to the KAK Act
People fool us. So
or the Kamara Abdullah Kamara KAK law,
betray us.
as we know it.
I said we tired with their lies. We tired with
PL president have denounced
to allow the damages.
the government's action of stifling free speech by lawmakers and Mr. Bouaka as the head of state.
So why did you lie? Why did
We
you
will also go deep into that.
citizens to be? See, we just tell you that why we go tell you. But you fool us, You screw us.
to bring you the hypocrisy in the lawmaker himself that proposed such an amendment.
Why? But the question that we ask,
who is also a former journalist too.
the people last us. The government betray us.
And we'll also be looking at the Ministry of Finance
I said, they lie.
and the House of Representatives.
The people fool us so. The people fool us so.
Speaker Richard Namwe-Kung have ordered,
They get lies,
based on plenary's decision,
they get lies. We tire with the
the arrest of the living body of Minister Augustine P. Gafwan, Ministry of Finance Development Planning.
and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So,
Accusing him of delaying their salaries and benefits
like the citizens don't be. See, we just tell you.
since 2026 began or begun.
Us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why?
And they are saying he should appear before them and give reasons why he should not be held in contempt.
The people fool us, the people last us.
Since Representative Marvin Cole is citing a legislative impediment based on the minister's action.
The people fool us so.
We will take a quick break, and when we are back, we jump straight into our talking points and bring you events trending the corridors of our country.
My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it, I mean you cheche. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Are you seeking financial empowerment, dreaming of building your future? Then your solution is Bokonjide Group of Companies. Bokonjide, your trusted partner in microfinance, construction, and general services. We provide microfinance for many institutions like House of Representatives, the Liberian Senate, National Port Authority, Governors Commission, LRA, Gender Ministry, Corporate Development Authority, GAC, and Other Lines Ministry and Agency, with a percentage range from 15% to 20%. At Bokonjide, we understand your aspiration, your goals, and your dreams. That's why we offer tailored microfinance solutions designed to uplift individuals and communities alike. Whether you are an entrepreneur with a vision or a family aiming for a better tomorrow, our microfinance services pave the way to financial independence. But that's not all. Bokonjira Group of Companies doesn't just stop at microfinance. Our expert construction team brings your architecture dreams to life. From residential to commercial projects, we craft spaces that inspire, innovate, and endure. And when it comes to general services, Bokonjide is your one-stop destination. From facility management to logistics, we ensure seamless operation every step of the way. With our apartment rental and furnished apartment for long and short-term stay, you will enjoy the luxury of comfort. Join the thousands who have entrusted their dreams to Bokonjide. Experience, unmatched professionalism, dedication, and integrity. With Bokonjide Group of Companies, your success is not just a goal, it's our mission. Visit our Capitol Building office or find us in the Royal Garden Plaza on Crown Hill, Broad Street, or call today 0770-520-958 or 0777-017-603 or 0886-622-599 or email Bokonjide Group of Companies at gmail.com. Bokonjide Group of Companies, microfinance, construction, general services, your partner in progress. New Day, do something.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just $100 Liberian dollars or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for $200 Liberian dollars or $1 United States dollar on Japa days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial *255*1#. Again, dial *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia Cash Giveaway on Freedom FM.
And the work we dey do will bring the rubber.
Yeah, that was our sponsors. Those were our sponsors giving us some words of encouragement. And thanks to Ume Samsayon of Crime Stopper. Back to the show. Today is the 10th day of March 2026. And we are back here again to present to you fascinating topics that trend to shape the destiny of our country, whether in a positive or negative direction. That's why we are here to provide for you all of the directions that are positive, and then you make a choice as to whether you go the negative way. So, well, we will want to recognize our many viewers from around the world. Those are following us via Facebook, via YouTube, and all of our channels. I want to say hats off. We will read our, we'll read the list of those following us shortly. After that, then we will get to our talking points. But firstly, I want you to be reminded that you need to keep playing. The Win Liberia Cash Giveaway is good to play. Since the holiday is interval, it could help reduce, dwindle the tension. It will be a good thing that you play. Maybe as soon as you win, it could help, facilitate your day in terms of session, providing, foster, all those kind of things. So you need to play because on Thursday, your holiday, we intend to spice up your holiday. Because on Thursday will be the giveaway. We will be doing our draw on Thursday, so you can dial *255 *700#. And on Thursday we will be doing our draw. On Thursday we will be giving somebody 25,000 here on this platform. Which will allow you to enjoy your holiday. You know the weekend will be long from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the holiday itself, which is to be postponed to Monday because of our normal traditions here in Liberia. So Monday will be the holiday celebration. So the weekend will be long. So play star 255 star 700 hash, and you know all of the other steps we've told you that. You can keep playing. It will help you if you are fortunate to win. Bokon Jire Group of Company is also proudly sponsoring this program, and you can subscribe with Bokon Jire Group of Company. Their headquarters is at the Rose Garden Plaza at the corner of Broad Street. So Broad Street and Crown Hill when you are coming in town. So you can go there and make inquiries as to the formalities and subscribe with Bokon Jire Group of Company. So, like we were saying before taking our break, Liberia right now, where we are, our country is at the lowest point of safety, security, peace, unity, reconciliation, development, and prosperity. There where our country is. Our country right now is at the lowest point of peace, security, unity, development, reconciliation, and prosperity. The fact that Mr. Bwaka is the president of this country, the country is on the brink. Why do I say so? There are compound, complex situations facing our country, particularly today. You have Guineans encroaching on the land of our country, our motherland, a country that gained independence before Guinea could even think of liberating themselves. In fact, we took part. We played cardinal role in making Guinea to gain independent. And Guinea is encroaching on the Liberian people land. Mr. Bwaka is still taciturn. Mr. Bwaka is still quiet. Mr. Bwaka is not speaking to this matter. What is going on? Who is in charge? Our borders have been threatened. Mr. Bwaka is sitting there. He called for an emergency cabinet meeting when we are going to almost 1 week with this situation of Guineans crossing over and planting their flag on Liberian soil, which is a gross insubordination to the sovereign integrity of our country. We as Liberians, we detest that. We on this platform, we frown on Mr. Bwaka for being that weak as a president to respond to the protection and guardians of our territorial borders. We gave this country to Mr. Bwaka through the military. Mr. Bwaka knows that. Mr. Bwaka received the Liberian flag from the military. It shows you that, Mr. Bwaka, we were giving you the authority to control and mandate the military to protect the sovereign integrity and territorial borders of our land. We did not do that for you to be on useless workshops and those things that do not matter to the bread and butter issues of the day. Mr. Bwaka, it's shameful that citizens themselves will gather in their numbers to play a role that you, the president of the Republic of Liberia, supposed to unleash so that Liberians can have peace, so that Liberians can be in safety, so that Liberians can develop their land and become prosperous. Citizens in Lofa, in Foya, where you are from, Mr. Bwaka, themselves have to rally to push back the Guineans. And this is a breaking news, Liberians, so don't panic. Your brothers and sisters are not asleep in Lofa. They decided to fight for the motherland. Since the president is so weak, since the president is verily incapacitated to lead the country as the president of our country. The fact that the president up to now cannot make any statement with such an aggressive encroachment on our land, the oldest country on the continent of Africa, Liberia, that gave birth to independence in Africa, Liberia that was instrumental in making sure that Guinea is liberated. We brought a weak Bouaka to sit over the administration of our country and cannot, in line with Article 9 of the Liberian Constitution, work with his bilateral partners and settle diplomatic ties in a way that both countries and both interests will be served. Mr. Bouaka is just having opulence at the executive mansion from one core emergency cabinet meeting to another cabinet meeting. Whining and dining. Why our people are in Lofa living in fear. The same place that Mr. Joseph Bouaka is coming from. Our people are there living in fear. And Mr. Bouaka is at the executive mansion whining and dining with his ministers and officials of government without a single statement from the government of Liberia. I stand to be corrected, Mr. Bouaka. Our country, our sovereignty is being threatened. You have a war in Iran. You have a war in Palestine. You have a war in Lebanon. You have Iran retaliating with sporadic missiles barrage on Middle Eastern countries. And you have Russia in Ukraine and several other unstable situations ongoing around the world. And Mr. Bouaka, you are still tight-lipped and can speak to this matter that is very sensitive to the national security of our country, that is very sensitive to providing a safe and sound sleep to the minds and consciences of our people. And Mr. Bouaka, you sit there at the executive mansion today and having funfair, and you think you can put up a late communication that I will describe as a lip service to say you're meeting with the leadership of the legislature. Look, Mr. Bouaka, coming back to you quickly, let me pay homage to our many followers, particularly on our live stream. They are very important to us than the useless workshops and useless court, executive mansion meetings, cabinet meetings, and reckless travels using our money. When Guineans, malnourished Guinean officers, malnourished Guinean soldiers, the fact that, in fact, citizens have to push them back. They all fighting to get in a canoe to cross back the river to get on the Guinea side out of fear that those brave Liberians could end their lives because a threat to the sovereign integrity of our country by any individual should cost their life. Yes, Our Junkies Morris said that the sovereign integrity of our country, if it is threatened all around the world, it is the standard norms. Once it is threatened, we are under moral obligation. We are under international moral obligation to respond in kind. What make Guineans say you're brave to come, you cross our border entering with friskiness? Quickly, I'm coming back to you to continue on that issue, Mr. Boakai. In your backyard, we'll quickly try to recognize a few of our followers because of time. We may not conclude everyone, so let us start it from here. William W. Wulu, Roland W2 is also following. Roland W2 is following us from District 13, Battery Factory. William W. Wulu is also following from Carwell. Vinicius Bar Jr. is following. Man Sarah's son is also following. Juji Wonwe is following. Jopa Jayene is following. Dubon Hill is following. Mailu F. Fufana is also following. And Abraham G. Friday following. And many people following us here via our social media page. And we want to say welcome. Keep following us. Share the video. And we want to go back to what we were saying. Mr. Boakai, as the president of this country, supposed to speak on this matter. Is that me, Junkies Morris, saying that this is a moral obligation that he has? The fact that we made him the president of Liberia, even though I didn't vote for him, those that voted him made him president for all of us. You not voting you in democratic politicking. Minority have the say and majority takes the day. So we had our say. And the majority, purportedly, the majority took the day. And we accept and we living with that. So, Mr. President, it's onus on you now. You didn't run to be president to just be sitting there and relax and thinking that it's just the title. No, Mr. President. You have the responsibility to protect the borders of our country. Mr. President, you are authorized under the Constitution to do business with other countries. What is going on? What is the relations with the Guinean government? What's going on? What's happening? Who is in charge at the executive mansion? Who's calling the shots? What's going on, Mr. President? Are you no longer in a position to speak? Or is it that you are now well to speak? Or you've reached the stage that speech impediment now is an issue? We need to know, Mr. President. We as a people, we need to know. We need to know, Mr. President. You are now leading dummies. Mr. President, you are not leading dummies. No. This is not a Marxist governance. Neither are we in a communist regime. We are running a democratic governance. So, Mr. President, you cannot convince me that your silence is in the best interest of the security of Liberia. You can't convince me, Mr. President. If you will convince other people, you can't convince Junkies Morris, Mr. President. Your silence is unnecessary. Your silence is consent Your silence is an insinuation that you are in cahoots and you are an accomplice to this particular crime against the state. And Mr. President, I'm sure you are aware that what is going on is tantamount to treason. The fact that Guineans crossed the borders of the both countries into ours is a clear indication. They don't need to fire a bullet. In fact, when Russia in 2014 entered Crimea, they didn't fire a bullet. Russia didn't fire a bullet. It was a walk in the park. So it's the same scenario. So the fact that there is no response, it could be business as usual. So are you allowing them to have a walk in the park? The fact that people cross the border and can't plant a flag on our soil, it is an act of declaring war on Liberia. Liberians, the fact that Guineans crossed over to Liberia and planted their flag, the first thing you should think of, what really brought about this? How did we get here? Who enthused these guys? Where did they get their enthusiasm from? Why are they so confident and with authority to come and claim our land and plant their flag? When the people plant their flag, do you know what that means? That is the last thing Liberia can ever accept. Even if I was a bishop, I would have been one of the first persons to have spoken. Even if I was a bishop or an imam, I would have been the first person to have spoken, because this matter is about the peace, security, and safety of the motherland. Any man who is not able to defend his home, not only to just provide, any man that is not able to defend his home, any man that is not able to defend his home, that man is worthless. I repeat, any man that is unable to defend his home is worthless. If you are not able to defend your home, you are not man enough. So how do we describe you? You are worthless. You are not useful. There's no need that you be in a house there. It's better the woman and the children remain alone and strive for themselves. But for you to be there with the impression that a man is in a house or a man is at home or in a home, and that man is incapacitated, that man is unable, and that man is flunked to the level that he cannot even speak for his own right, that man is worthless. For Liberia to sit down, while we're hearing that Iran out there, they're trying to close choke points, crumbling the economies of the world, because when you touch one, you touch all, because Liberia, all, now we are in a global village. So Liberia does not stand alone. We are member of Interpol, we are member of the WTO, the World Trade Organization, we are member of the International Cultural Organization, member of almost all international cooperations, treaties, and agreements, conventions. So anything that happens in Iran, anything that happens in Yemen, anything that happens in Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, they will trickle down to Liberia because we are in a global village. And I see and following a Joe Barker who was elected on the mandate of rescuing. I see a Joe Barker paying lip service to the security and peace of our people, to the guardians, the safe guardians of our land, the land where God gave us, for we will call ourselves Liberians, we say we 16 tribes. The only place where nobody, even the president himself, can deport us from. Only God can take us from here and say, oh, you Junkies Morris, go to the other land. You Austin Kawa, go to the other land. And for the record, Austin is on his way here. There were some technical glitches. You know, as usual, this is Liberia 2 for you. But he will soon be here. So let's go ahead. You cannot be the president of our country. Then we hear a rebel group entering Liberia that will be killing people uncontrollably and randomly. First day pass, second day pass, they say the people, they just enter, they around Pro Bola, or the people, they between Harper and Plibo, they pop a Plibo, they pop a Carocan, they reaching Fish Town. Almost 1 week before the president speak. In your rightful mind, that kind of president, how you really expect me to destroy that president? In real sense, in a real world, how do you expect me to destroy such a president who is unable to protect us as Liberians? Nobody asking the president to deploy a military contingent. No, that's not how it works. The president understands better. He knows better. There is a channel. Diplomacy. Diplomacy. The president has to invoke the spirit of diplomacy and get to his counterpart. What is going on? We have been in peace for a very long period of time. What's going on at our borderline with the Guineans? What do they want? Is Mr. Barker as president an accomplice to this crime against the state? Those are the questions that are coming in. Is Mr. Barker, the president of Liberia, indulging Guineans coming to Liberia and encroaching on our land without saying a word, without authorizing any of his agencies responsible for information dissemination to speak to the Liberian people, at least to curb our nerves, to dwindle the fear that have engulfed the minds of Liberians, particularly those at the borderline, since indeed there is an outbreak of war somewhere close to us, and something that is creeping to a World War III, and our people are panicked, and no war from the government, no action from the government. The government have not given a position statement that in 3 hours ago, just 3 hours ago, the House of Representatives, through its press bureau, will have to issue a statement that President Bwaka asked to meet with the leadership of the legislature on Tuesday. Since the weekend, the whole process started. What is going on? How did we arrive here? Who are those? Who are those that did this to us? Anywhere they are, God, please forgive them. Because I want to believe, and I'm of the strong conviction wherever they are regretting. Because in broad daylight, we've been abandoned by Mr. Bwaka. In broad daylight, our lawmakers are tight-lipped. Nobody can speak on behalf of the Liberian people. Their land have been encroached on by Guineans. And our leaders are sitting idly without any prompt action that could swiftly mitigate this situation. Which in my interpretation is a consent to this crime, making them accomplices to those Guineans who decided to criminally encroach on the land of our country. We've been here for hundreds of years. Guineans have never made that move. So why honor Joseph Bwaka? Why honor Joseph Bwaka? The Foya belt, where Joseph Bwaka is from, is being claimed by Guineans. And no war from Mr. Bwaka. All Mr. Bwaka is interested in is to stifle free speech. That's why they are using lawmakers, even though this lawmaker is from the background of journalism before becoming lawmaker, but he's a person that is calling for the repeal of the Abdullah Kamara law that provides for we that are journalists, we that are behind the microphone, for our protection. A former journalist is calling for the protection that we have now, for we will get shasha more. Hossein and myself will sit down here with our fear, with severity, and to the point to the issues we discuss with all our might. And a lawmaker from Nima County, District number 2, calling for the repeal of the Abdullah Kamara law that provides for journalists to be protected. Today, in journalists, in lawmaker now. So power now enter in here. Generally, then they must be put in the jail. Now the simple thing what he say, they won't buy, we won't waste my time on him. Because I see you, man. Your friend is making Google laws down there. Some of your friends, they're talking for their constituencies. You go down there, you're lawmaker then. The only thing you can be seeking that the thing where Joseph Bwaka can tell you to go put on the floor. So out of partisanship, you swallow integrity, place bellies in a wheelbarrow, and you know now, he who controls the belly controls the mind. So bellies are in a wheelbarrow and being traded. So we get problem with it. We accept it as it is and waiting for time. Because like I always told people, time is the greatest weapon that God used to subdue mankind. So no matter what you do, you still be caught up with time. So we'll wait. Patiently, we'll wait. We'll wait to see these clowns walking with their head bowed. We will wait to see these jokers walking the streets of Monrovia lean with nothing less left with them. You know that's how they always been. Because of the complexity of issues they are involved with when they are in leadership. A former journalist become lawmaker. He say him oppose journalist NG. We also kawa and Jongi Morito anything. Well, not said if I will go for them, you go. Yeah, carry them. You go put them in G. You go in generate again. You turn for in the House of Representatives, you get new friends. You see Google people. He thinks he will remain there. He's that smart to understand that before him, Honorable Prince O.S. Tokpa was the representative in that position. And now he's not there. He does not have that clout anymore. So I hope he will be very cautious the way he start calling for Baba laws against the citizenry, against free speech. I don't know where he's coming from, because people like these are usually categorized as narcissists. Yeah. Because communists, at least they are liberal. So these neo-Nazis that are in government, we have to be very careful with them. And our radar has been deployed. Our investigative radar has been deployed to make sure that these extremists, these narcissist extremists are rooted out of government before it goes unnoticed, and will not have time only to regret. Our radars journalistically have been deployed. So if you think that that courtesan that have been practiced by you people, and you think it can be deployed on peaceful Liberians, we are watching to see how it plays out. Because it is unusual for a former journalist to go to Capitol building, then Coco in rushing. Nobody hear nothing from him. The first thing we go hear from him, they're putting law on the floor, so they'll be putting journalists in jail. His name is Representative Flomo. He's from Nima County District 2. That he are talking about here. Yeah, so it's only important. But Mr. Baka should focus the things that matter. Then to overtly be supporting these failed lawmakers who will not have face to stand before the people for re-election because of their ineptitude in terms of the position they were aspiring to hold. They get a position, they only focusing the finances. They are not focusing competence, service delivery. They are not focusing proper representation of the people that will see the interests of the people being met. All they do is to today remove one speaker illegally, burglar rat speaker do, and be burning Capitol building and doing all those things that you can only find in terrorists. So giving such a person credence, I don't really think is useful. God, I usually describe these kind of people as miscreants. And we'll leave it there with the Representative Flomo issue. Councillor Fine Kanga the chairperson God. Councillor Fine Kanga have resigned. They may resign. The reason I'm laughing, Councillor, Councillor Fine Kanga was being accused of peddling bribe. Councillor Fine Kanga. Hey, who Councillor Fine Kanga? Somebody was making around $500. Around $500. That red eye jogo. Oh. That he the man was Joseph Boakai, the Liberian people president, put in a position as the person was sort to be clean. Was sort to say, okay, you white, you black, you white, you black, you white, you black, you white, you black. And the man where the whole country fit in your hand to say, hey, you that you go to jail, you okay, yeah, you free, you do the other crime, yeah, okay, you commit a crime. The ombudsman, the man where when they say the person that they violate conflict, they do conflict of interest, they violate the constitution, or they call it the code of conduct. That's how the people then call it. They say when they violate the code of conduct, the man where the ombudsman, when they say ombudsman, meaning that he named Josh, that he can say, okay, remember you, Johnny Morris, you know you journalist, then you go run to be senator in Maryland. My man, you violate the code of conduct, you can't run, will disqualify you. And the man asking for the man who making around $500 to gain something. Yeah, Liberian people are telling you that even in the man resign. Nothing else. The man resigned because the man brought embarrassment to his family. He brought embarrassment to Mr. Boakai, who indulges in corruption. He brought embarrassment to whoever that recommended him to Mr. Boakai. And there was no one Nigerian guy say nothing there to say again. The only thing was to resign. It was to Chile. Councillor Fine Kanga Chile. They make him make it. You make $500, they make it. How somebody will be making $500 US in my office? And now look at that kind of person and ask you, my man, you need to give me $150 or my man, you need to give me $100. Ah! Cancel? Tell me. Integrity, cancel. Amen. Cancel, you may Oshimu. You may. The council may Oshimu Osti. Osti can hold that crap for the council. Council may Oshimu. Council. Amen. Council, you're supposed to be above the waters. You can't be asking for petty cash. You can't just go beg on Broad Street. Or you be that your young children that can be the capital bidding and Supreme Court. Will they see any official to be begging there? You can't go do that one time. It will be better for you. Whole council, whole ombudsman, Republic of Liberia. It's somebody that superintendent in Maryland. The code of conduct say you must resign certain time before the election if you want wrong. And the man, he go by it, the man just wrong. He just decided to register. The man sort of tell him, say, my man, you're not wrong because you violated the time frame. You sort of resigned the system and so time and you didn't resign. Now the man asking for small thing you. You know we go to the bank. This horrible. I'm sorry for the man. We go to the bank, you know, the security there I can video the kid. I have a video I can't do the say, man, you get a thing now. I mean, you small thing. Now, the kind of people that Boakai have in his government, that the people there that Boakai see, they get integrity. You're working with integrity people. And the other person at this, the other person at that. That there. Look, Mr. Boakai is all the country. But Liberians are led away of doing it. Even though I was very here first, but I enjoy you. You people are saving last people. Let him do he do, because the law, what the supreme law of the whole country of our, or let's say of our whole country, in our simple English, that law is clear. It said that says here the president will serve for the article, that Article 50, that it says yes. So the only thing Liberians can do is to give Mr. Bwaka a 6 years. But I tell you for a fact, Mr. Bwaka not in the country. Mr. Bwaka is gone. You listen to his vice president just now. Maybe we could give you a sample of why his vice president is capable of informing you. Yeah. Maybe you could hear some of why the vice president get to tell you. Hey, you want to hear some? You want to hear some? You want to hear some? You want to hear some?
2023, you'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023, you'll be tired. You could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy in paper. Every day I gotta buy. These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Bwaka, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired. You could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down. These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Bwaka, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired. You could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy in paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. Mm-hmm. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he said, he said, when you win, you run for one term. He said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else. These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Bwaka.
In my mind, he should rest and find somebody to help him.
Knowing that 2023, he'll be tired. You could have these things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Bwaka, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired. You could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy in paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Bwaka, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay.
Knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. The person where you're here talking that Jungis Morris or that Austin Kawaya here, that the vice president to Joseph Nyiman Bwaka. So this is vindicating our argument, and this is a clear cut to a conclusion that this president is incapacitated to lead this country. Evidence of the fact that the president will have weaklings in different positions of trust, and he comes to the public, portrays himself as if he is an integrity-loving person. He's somebody who lives by standard, and he's somebody who encourages best practices and good governance. Councillor Finney Kanga will have to resign before Mr. Boaka accept his resignation, after hearing that such a delicate portion of the government is being threatened by this miscreant character who decided to malign the entire process that has to do with the integrity, neutrality, effectiveness, and proficiency of the ombudsman in regards to protecting the code of conduct. Mr. Boaka sits there and wait for Councillor Finlay Kanga to bring in a letter of resignation, then he accepts, and you want to convince me, Junkies Morris, that somebody is in charge? I am still in doubt. And my question is still hanging in the balance. Who's in charge? Who's in charge when our borders are being threatened? Who's in charge when press freedom is being stifled? Who's in charge when anti-graft institutions, when heads of anti-graft institutions are involved with pocket peddling? In the case of Councillor Finlay Kanga, that is a clear case of pocket peddling. It is a clear manifestation of pocket peddling that Councillor Finlay Kanga will stoop so low to ask an office staff, so to speak, for handout, for extra purchases, especially the Article 90B of the Liberian Constitution prohibits that officials of government should not receive, whether appointed or elected, should not receive extra packages for jobs legally required. And Mr. Boaka says there, waits on Councillor Finlay Kanga, presents to him letter of resignation after almost a week with a corruption scandal hanging on the person of the ombudsman, hanging on the office of the ombudsman. And Mr. Boaka says there and wants Junkies Morris to take him seriously. You must be joking. So I will ask, who's in charge when somebody who called themselves regime speaker on today, based on decision of plenary, and you know that the speaker influences plenary, agree and order the arrest of the living body of Minister Augustine Kpeyi-Gafwan, Minister of Finance Development Planning, in the name of the minister's action or inactions have stifled or impeded legislative functions. And in line with Article 44 of the Liberian Constitution, they decided to invoke the issue of contempt against Minister Augustine Kpeyi-Gafwan. They say since 2026 started, the minister holding the money, he won't pay the temp. They cry for the salary. I want to see the people that are working with Jetty. The people that are working with Fwani, I know what they will say. Our brothers that are in Kavala working with MOPP, what will they say when the lawmakers, when the speaker is sending for the Minister of Finance, not in a diplomatic form, not in a friendly form, not in a form and manner that presents respect, that attaches camaraderie, commissarship, but in a very disdainful, demeaning, disgraceful, and I would say very shameful manner order the sergeant at arms to arrest and bring before plenary the living body of Minister Augustine Kpeye Gafuan. And I'm told the minister Chile from the ministry, he run that way. I will play something for you to listen to the minister. And we'll deal with that. And when we conclude on that, we'll go to our callers, our precious callers, and our many listeners who always follow us. This was the minister's expression. I want you to listen to it. Howbeit, you know, it's frustrating that the man say, the man say, at the regime speaker, the man knocking a check. At the regime speaker, that the man very man say his salary. The man say man delaying the pecunial. The man say why they want delay the pecunial. Because of that, no friendship again. The man say police. The man say police for a boy Gafuan. Ah, your own boy again bring it up. You better bring it loyalty. You see, it's called boomerang. Boomerang. The same place you throw it from, it will go around, it will still come back to that same spot. Boomerang, check it out. Let me just play for you the voice of Minister Augustine Kpeye Gafuan so you know and understand the kind of deceptive individuals Mr. Bwaka has around him, and thinking that he can retain power with these kinds of duplicities.
The Supreme Court bench and judges' harmonization has practically been reversed for the magistrates.
The Supreme Court bench, judges, the judiciary, magistrates, harmonization have been reversed. Meaning, the Harmonization and Standardization Act that affected the judiciary, since indeed it was a special program under the government's emergency program to make sure that they bring on par salary structure in a way that equity, is observed. That act was witnessed by the World Bank, the IMF, and other international monetary groups that have vast interest in how Liberia proceeds as it relates to our financial dealings. Minister Gafuan is telling you,
significant increase.
Minister Gafuan is telling you that harmonization have been rolled back for those people.
No, we haven't reached there yet.
And let's listen to him when he conclude. Then we will do our analysis on this. Then we go to taking course.
But for some, that the judiciary, the Supreme Court bench, and judges, harmonization has practically been reversed for them. Magistrates have gotten significant increases. I think it hasn't been reversed fully, but I think we hope that this fiscal year there will be some increases. No, we haven't reached there yet. But for some, that the judiciary, the Supreme Court bench, and judges, harmonization has practically been reversed for them. Magistrates have gotten significant increases. I think it hasn't been reversed fully, but I think we hope that this fiscal year there will be some increases. No, we haven't reached there yet.
This is Minister Augustine Kpeye Gafuan. Spewing falsehood and misleading the public. I bet Minister Gafwan to say the thing that he said before to say now. He's not able to say it. He thought since the terrain is gullible, it would have fell to it. Unfortunately, no sound man can reason with Minister Gafwan because harmonization was an act. It was an act. We were handling such documents. That act was presented to the legislature through the House of Representatives. It was acted on by the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives passed that act and it became an engrossed bill. And it was sent to the Senate for concurrence. And the senators concurred, sent to the president signed, and it was published into handbill through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The same procedures that all other laws governing the Republic of Liberia go through. That was not a budget law. Harmonization and standardization was not a budget law. So, Minister Gafwan, all the bull you can't come and scheme here. And budget law that is just for a fiscal time or a fiscal period. No, Minister Gafwan. The harmonization and standardization law was established to maximize equitability and equilibrium amongst our workforce in Liberia. So that debate is dead on arrival, is fake. It shows the real Gafwan in you. It shows the fraud system that you people are running. How did you increase judges' pay? The Supreme Court bench, how you increase it? How you carry back to pre-harmonization? Who authorized you? Man, y'all got to find that man, even though they say the man run away. Honorable Gibson, Sergeant Arms, the general, yeah, you got to deploy Martin. Let them miss. They say, I give all Baga officials. All the men on the road, they are alert. Officials of the Baka government are becoming fugitives. Amen. What a sorrowful situation with the Unity Party and Baka. What a sorrowful situation. Speaker, de facto Speaker Kun is calling for Mr. Gafwan to appear in handcuff to explain why he should not be held in contempt for keeping the salary since December. They TPE. He say shit. Yeah. So the man say no. We can't continue on the thing. We been in knowing they got January can a pass. February can a pass. We enter March. We go to the 15th. Then they can stay out in a day. And stay acting that he dealing with dummies, we have to take action. Speaker, regime speaker, regime de facto. De facto speaker, okay? Hey, man. So sad. Regime speaker. Sending Sergeant out to Minister of Finance to go arrest the Minister of Finance. Look. Today, I cry for Liberia. When I saw the letter of resignation from Councillor Finlay Kanga, when I saw Liberians pushing back Guinean forces, even though they were armed, and Liberians that were pushing them back to their land were unarmed, under the rules of engagement, it was a risky venture undertaken by those Liberians, those patriotic Liberians, who stood their ground to make these intruders, these invaders, to go back to where they came from with the evil intention. I cry for Liberia that sergeant at arms will be deployed at the Ministry of Finance in the various bathrooms looking for Minister Gaffan. He run away. He run away because the fact that they send sergeant at arms, they send him letter. They send him letter. When they send letter, it means invitation or summon. They are interchangeably used. You can use any of them. You can summon him or you can invite him. But when you read letter, that's when you do that. When you send sergeant out to get him that to arrest him, we handcuff him. Why a minister of finance is stepping on your money, he won't send it. You're not getting gas slip. Yeah. That's why it medal. So anywhere the bracket where you Gaffan, they will arrest you and carry you, and it's a speedy trial. Immediately you reach in plenary, you go in South Beach. That one is clear. Immediately you reach plenary. They already set it. That disrespect you show. You read on it. That capital building you. Even though they get a fault, but they get power. That just because of the gluttony, the greed, excessive greed, that's why they don't know the power that they carry. That's why they can succumb to you people. I'm even of the strong conviction that they will still succumb again. Because they want money, they want pecunium. I think many they vex. As soon as money comes, that whole case die. The kind of place we're living. The kind of country we're running. On a Bwaka, then Bwaka say he's serious, man. Then Bwaka expect me to take him serious. Bwaka the president for Liberia. Under a regime, the first time for the lawmaker then. Send Liberia funded for lawmaker then to go. One line, somebody might call with all the old people, maybe Pierre Brown Boudin can call. Send Liberia funded for lawmaker then to send Sergeant Ann to go arrest the Minister of Finance for acting rude, for not paying the people's salary and benefits, impeding legislative function, the lawmaker then saw the function. And the Minister of Finance can tell me, say the Minister of Finance not take pay for February. Meaning January already behind us. So that just say February that is of recent. The Minister of Finance, to include the minister, have taken pay. But the lawmakers, they take pay. You see the Janjaweed system that is being run by Bwaka. Bwaka running kangaroo leadership, gangsterism. So we are inching to a gangster paradise where lawmakers can brutalize their fellow lawmakers. Lawmakers can cause their friend lawmaker man. Can you imagine in the civil rights war and go scot-free where lawmaker can burglarize legislative offices, burglarize the speaker office, where lawmakers can bring whole Capitol building, the seat of the nation, the first branch of government that the country will hear honor Joseph Bwaka. It never happened in Liberia before. That honor Joseph Bwaka is happening. Where lawmakers are ruthless to the extent that they insult one another man. And lawmakers can even insult president, insult leaders. The plural lawmaker can boss offices like common criminals down Watersa. Like thieves. Boss offices, burglarize speaker door, burn Capitol building, and cause one another man to the extent that the deputy speaker man was one of the persons that suffered they pinch. This is the government that Baka is running. Man causing association, burglary confederacy, integrity people who are involved with pocket peddling, asking people for small thing. Yeah, tip me. Jada will go to the bank and the fast cry a peculiar to come out in. You look at the person out of country, you say, okay, let me get this one and leave 10 or 20, yeah, so the person will buy the scratch car. But at the bank, Council of Finlay Kanga, we do it at our volition. We do it at our will. We do now do it out of cohesion. We don't give those people money under duress. We do it at will. But for you are putting a young man under duress to give you money that should be his disposable income. And the last time I checked, disposable income is your take-home pay. It is meant for you and your family. Meaning they already cut all the small taxes, withholding tax, income tax, and you can name it. All the small taxes, NASCAR money, everything, they finish cutting it. The one you can carry home. It's called your take-home pay, disposable income. Now, a council of Finlay Kanga say you want Ison. When you Ison, they mean at the ball, when I work in the ombudsman department, all the kind of nonsense way by Labrador way of behaving. Now the government, the kangaroo government that Baka is running, the government that is instilling fear in the minds of the people, terrorizing the people by condoning, by indulging, by accepting, and by his silence, which means consent to the ruthless, reckless, misguided, and unprovoked action by the Guinean government through the military. Mr. Baka is still tight-lipped. Up till now, I'm on this radio, Mr. Baka and his officials are still tight-lipped. And Liberians are left with the mercy of those gun-carrying Guinean forces. Why in cabinet meeting, Sergeant Arm, you know, say the Minister of Finance will be in cabinet meeting. That's some of the things we're going to be talking. Yeah. All of y'all, you know the Minister of Finance in cabinet meeting. Then you pretending that you're going to the Minister of Finance. Yeah, you're the Sergeant Arm that you are talking to. You people have the authority to go and take Minister Gaffan from that cabinet meeting. You don't know your power. Eh? You're still joking around here. We'll leave it there and take course on our talking points tonight. This is the Tuesday's edition of Freedom Hard Talk on Freedom FM 87.9. You can call us and have your say. We had a lot of talking points. Any of them, you can speak on them. And this is what Labrador is going through.
Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
No, this is Freedom Hard Talk on Freedom FM 87.9. I'm Junkies Morris.
Oh, okay.
You got anything to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead if you are listening.
Yeah, Reginald, you can call him from USA.
Yeah, Reginald Gife, go ahead.
Okay. It's not happening in our country today. We are feeling bad. About the Guinea soil to cross the border to Kano, Liberia. It's too sad for our country. So, President try to see reason. And the army, they surveillance, they don't get any, how they call it, they don't get weapon or anything in case of anything tomorrow that will be able to defend ourselves. So the surveillance back that said that army take over Beijing because they don't go for our country. Our family in our country there. Beijing the president, they try. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your call. That was Regina Giffey. Call us on our regular numbers on 0776 104 104 086 500 104 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Our diaspora caller, you can call us on +231 500 104 +231 500 104. We'll leave it there and take this caller online too.
Yeah.
Lower your monitor.
I'm standing SK Domini.
Yes, I'm Junkies Morris. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, a nation having a president that do not know the oversight responsibility is the one that makes the Guinean army calls on our land and most their flag. Because the army breaking peaceful citizen homes from the second, their attention stay on the citizen on the Guinean encroach of our land. You see? So he does not know responsibility. His brain is derailed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you there and take this call on line 2. Hello? Okay, we'll go to line 3 to take this call. Hello? Oh, we lost that caller. Call us on our regular numbers 86 500 104 +231 86 500 104 for the diaspora callers. 0776. Oh, this call.
Hey, my boy, Johnny Morris.
The general.
I think about.
Well, welcome, great woman.
Yeah, thank you for your effort. Look, you go and said all. Men say in Ghana, the pastor said it. They say I'm not of in a bro. Who will drink dirty water because it won't take you. They tell me. When a man said he has come so far, we talking about people in the country coming to our side to take our land and get the men around. But I'm able to show their muscle of police in Liberia. They get muscle of police in Liberia, beating up police, beating up immigration. They're showing the hand. They don't know where to be found. So they pull up. Really, when a state is ready for the country, so back that will come to our people. Breaking out our country to let our people in our own country that they can't land there. Crossing the water, can you imagine that? The president has said anything to that kind of thing that happens to our country. Then you get people that will select and will fight for, that will fight for their business, put it in the heart. Joking about our effort go in vain. Our effort go in talking for what's anything happening to our border? Our country is under threat. Our national number of workers, talking about striker, and you can get soon on time. When men are even taking pay for 7 8 more, they buy when they go protect you beat on there. You get the point to your law, to your police. I don't know you pay for money, but you take people to come for 6 months to go to jail. But when they get pay your own time. And I was not telling you, but I feel that what all you see our border. Well, we were telling for security to the border. So they say 20 money. They want to solve this. It's not going to be our country, Joking Morris. We never say our country, but that's it. When you go to sleep, when you go to sleep, plus 1 hour, 1 hour, you go pay. I'm telling you that this is a massive thing. If you sleep here, plus 1 hour, then 1 hour, you go pay, you feel your children. Because you say, hey, if that's what you're going to see, you're going to say the thing. That's not going to kill you. All Baka administration. Thank you, myself, for having me.
Thank you, the general.
Okay.
We'll leave the general there and go to we'll go back to line 1. This call. Hello? Hello? Go ahead. Hello? Oh, that caller dropped the line. Call us and have your say on our talking points tonight. That man Sisi was saying, when you go into bed, don't go waste yourself out of Ibu. When Siri quit to carry you, you pull your bamboo. God. You hold your eye with your close so that Siri can carry you go, because we are not safe on a Bwaka. MRCC is right. Your lines are just bustling, people pushing one another from the line. Hello, your name and you joining us from where?
Okay, I'm Gadi joining from Johannesburg.
I'm Junkies Morris. Go ahead.
Yeah, but brother, the only thing I would tell you, what going on with the Guinea and within the border city there, it's just nothing but the very president and his people. I would say the government. Because first of all, the same demolition that's going on in right here in we are sitting here. That's why it's still happening over there.
Oh, so it's an extension of the demolition.
They are aware of what they're existing, because they're station there, yes, that's why they're not getting shot. They are aware of what going on. Why is not talking? You should be the one to talk on it now. It's out. They are aware. They clean it well, they are aware.
Thank you. We'll leave you there and go to line 3 to take our next call on this line. Your name and where are you calling us from?
So Collins calling from Broadway.
Go ahead, Honorable Collins.
What my concern is, work on with Transport Union and LTA very serious. Paying our money to register our vehicle up to now. We don't want to say anything at all. Very serious.
That's Bwaka for you.
So that situation there, they have to put on control. But else it will cause serious problem. Canceling paying for your vehicle registration, then you can't get a plate, you can't get a document at all. Go up and down.
Yeah, so the situation, yeah, that I think they will have to pay heed to that. And the situation at our borders, while lawmakers are ordering the arrest here of Minister of Finance, integrity people asking for money because of that secret boss or they resigning. Why your take?
Well, even there they have to see what to do, because it's a day of hunting. The person has to see what to do about it.
Okay, thank you. We leave that call. We leave that caller there. We leave that caller there to go back to line 1. We will, because of time, we will try to squeeze in. Oh, okay, this caller gone off. We'll try to squeeze in at least 5 calls before we call it a day to be here on Thursday, because tomorrow, as you may be aware, is Decoration Day, and we hope to remember our dead people, pay homage to them and show them some respect, since indeed they are no more, at least for their contributions they made when they were alive. So tomorrow, all of us, let's make it our duty to clean up the grave and graveyards of our family and family members, to at least give them some respect, and they will be fine where they are, across the bridge, where there is no more sorrow. So we intend squeezing in far more calls, but because of time, we just close the program for the holiday and to be here on Thursday. You listen to Man CC. You listen to other callers. The government under Mr. Bwaka will have to take care so that this does not run out of hand. Anyway, let's squeeze in few more calls. The lines are just bustling. Hello.
Hello, AB.
This is Junkies Morris, not AB. Freedom Hard Talk on Freedom FM 87.9. Junkies Morris.
Okay.
So, just what Austin said. Usually our people, they are twisted in between and switching in between we and AB. If they switch to AB, they switch to also because of that. They they are confused with which show they are calling on. They got very almost the same discussions that just on the two platforms respectively. Howbeit, because of time, we'll call it a day. And we want to say this to Mr. Boakai. Mr. Boakai, we gave you power. We gave you power.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
This is political Simon Conivan. This is 16 to be precise. You could
Yeah, I'm Junkies Morris here on Freedom Hard Talk.
Brother Jenkins, I know you good, very good for Freedom FM. Thank you for the topic honor discussion and thank you for the topic honor, the creation of the country. You say everything that is granted. But you know what happened? The people want to taste the soil. They want to taste the soil, what is passed in the soup to know the bitterness of the salt. Because for one was, you cannot cross another country area, which is a border. That place of border is a river. That's why I'm a kissy man. I know that place good. When you cross that river, that means you come to Liberia. When you leave Liberia, you cross the border. It's like a bridge, simple bridge. Then while the people will leave their own area, they come to Liberia. It's not a crime. It's a question to you. It's not a crime.
That is encroachment, intrusion, trespassing, and invasion.
That is an impersonating, and I think you're trespassing and other things. That is it. So when other countries don't see the bitterness of the war happen, other countries to take part in that. It's a bad thing. It's not good, sir. This can happen to Africa because we had a thing of foreign around. Why this kind of men between the kind of thing? And our family, and some of our family, they in Foya. Today, some of our family, now they in church. I come home, she said, they in church because that they're sleeping. It's not easy now. Either that, they will send the money, this and that kind of know to bring it up. Someone in church and other thing. You know why is it funny? Where other countries, not even helping Liberia. See the Liberian people that are suffering. 50% per youth, eating per day. We're living on it 50%. So tell me, if you get up, instead in a country, you know what happened to our country? And our papa just said it. That's why I love the Justice Minister to cancel the fuller security team when they wanted to bring in Liberia. That is can cause of chaos. You see what the people want to try to tell us? That is not from Liberia, they're from different country, which is from Guinea. Because if you check politically, that's how it's looking like. Because if you can look at Liberia and Guinea, then you want to bring separation. That is not what. That means we got to what? The same way Nigeria and Guinea did and Ghana did, when we tell them, we'll kill them and what? Maximize them, apprehend them, and they will send back to what? Their foreign error. Because we don't want chaos. We have indigenous citizens that want people control and full respect in this country.
Okay.
Take it the law.
All right.
But see the happy. Just look at it, my brother, freedom. Just look at it. You know what happened in other countries? You know what happened in other countries? You see, somewhere you happy in Liberia, African. You know what happened?
You're right.
People will suffer.
You're right.
Even the rich will suffer because you cannot carry your money. Your money will not save you.
Sure.
You will leave your money here and run with bond ticket. Maybe your phone will left behind. So we need a good force. We need a good Liberia need to get Zimbabwe ex-Mary or ex-Fuerto and let it be what on Zimbabwe because we are looking at situation now. The way it's going gradually on him, my brother. You can be sleeping in and out when you go in the morning, you hear a different story. That means you don't have a good security. The security now should take what? They measure. They take their
Okay,
They
thank
should
you.
take note in our process to want save land and property. Save property and land. Thank you, my brother. For me, thank you, Charles. Mind you once more.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Juma. Tell you that was Sir Juma. And you know, this is concerning to all Liberians. So whether you are from Lofa, you are from Grand Crew, you are from Sino, you are from Maryland, it's concerning. Labrador Palawa. Labrador Benin that touch won't touch all. Any part of Labrador you touch the whole of Labrador. So it's time that we unite, we join forces to call on our government as provided for under Article 17 of the Liberian Constitution for our common good, which is our peace, security, and protection. We need to do that. Mr. Bakai is expressing to us in his silence complicity to the crime that is being committed against the Republic of Liberia. And I take serious offense to that, and we squeeze in our last call, then we call it a day. Yeah, this caller has been on the line for a very long while now. Your name?
Good evening.
Go ahead, and where you joining us from?
I'm Steven. I'm Steven Kaifa, and I'm joining you from a single resident.
Yeah, go ahead, Kaifa.
Article 17 is the hallmark for every government to protect when it comes to the Constitution, arrangement, security. You see, the president had a cabinet meeting of recent, and he blasted
You'll be tired.
for lack of performance.
Okay.
And one of those ministers should be the Honorable Minister of National Defense. I mean, the minister is not performing, she's not informing the country, she's not informing the citizens as to what is in danger, what is going on with the state when it comes to our safety, arranging to the borders. It cannot be a minister or liaison between the army and the public. And people that taking flag Guinean people coming in, and not the first time, not the second time. It happened in Sierra Leone, it happened in Russia, now it's happening in America. So he found that every country taking land because if they know your security is weak, the military strength is full. I mean, why they cannot take the land? And why are they taking the land? Why are they emphasizing? Why is Guinea emphasizing this time? It's because of Guinea with the natural resources like we have. So we'll have a president, we'll have a defense minister, we'll have a security apparatus that cannot save the country, but only breaking down homes, carrying on demolition, making the poor people homeless. There's no job creation for the youth. Where are we heading? Where are we heading? I mean, it's only safe to say that this government don't have no plan for the future of the youth of this country. That is why you saw the unarmed youth of Fura in Lofa take up their courage to risk their life to go against the Guinean soldiers. You know what I mean? For unarmed youth to go against the Guinean soldiers, why you have a military man, one security man sitting down here, why is that police director making almost 15,000 US? Nobody to the border. Don't necessarily border everybody too. Go Sierra Leone border now, play 250,000 come from, and the 450,000 in government in the central bank. I only play all the security men and women. Nobody wants to be to the Arago border, for example. Nobody wants to be to any border, for example. Don't necessarily border.
Yeah, because of the play, the people transiting the drug.
Yeah. They only play when you go to the Minister of Justice and tell you that we have total manpower there that pays secure. Because what? Huge amount of drug money can come from that. Then central then the drug money go to central.
Okay.
Which country are we running, junkie? Why are we heading? Why should we remove the legs of President Weah? Why should Liberia remove Weah? Why should the people lie to the people, the common citizens, and now look at where we are heading with the third year. What do you think become of the fourth? What will become of the fifth year? Junkie? The president cannot dismiss nobody. He can get can out and invest. If he can go back, he's satisfied. The people, you can't live in a country. You can't find food. You can't find sleeping place. Then you worry for your security. At what time, yeah? Junkie?
Now, why must I can't even phantom?
We're opportune to see the war. Our agents now were opportune. We're not like other people that never heard or saw the word, only reading book. No, but upper two who know the effect of the war. But Joseph Boga will get playing go here, Tata. We leave the country, will suffer again. Our children will suffer. The thing must be air, seriously. It must be air. We need for President Weah to master the courage to come back 2029 for us to re-elect him, do the presidency to stabilize this country. After the Fred coming go or junkie.
That's good. Sure. That's true. That for sure.
After the Fred coming go or junkie. Red spread will follow. Now you see EDC. What EDC is doing? Any operating EDC stable? Guess what? Everybody coming pour money EDC director this. But what? You cannot make it. Taking power from Arico taking. So junkie, where are we heading? You get a budget of 1.2 billion. You get a company for Ascend Metal. You get a concentrate that costs 1.2 billion. So your budget and a company budget is the same. Junkie, in your own country.
It's sorrowful.
What will become of the poor people that don't go to school? So, why I suggest the president to do? What is part of the security director? The same money he used to mastermind the General Mission Authority, he should take that same money and mastermind the defense and the security, what we call Marine. In the US, they get a Marine. Contractors. Look for contractors to man the border. Look for youth that is able to train them, certificate them, make them weapon carrier. Let it be contractor and go and man the border for the country. Then your security cannot make it. Because don't you we need security for one that will be sleeping, we wake up in the morning, well low, you didn't hear true boy, all in the air, you didn't hear Mawari, all in the country. Oh, wait, who? I thought they were saying sick. What is it?
For all this, I'm
sorry, remove president. We will have to pay president. I mean, it's now time the Liberia they know exactly that the Unity Party came with lies, and they cannot survive on lies. They cannot govern on lies. And the reality is showing the apple is rotten, and there that is not rotten, and we must pick at least the little one to save the state. Save the future of this country, who is the youth. Where I come from. Thank you.
So no job.
Thank you.
We get problem. What's in the screen and they have money beyond.
And that was our last caller.
Well, I'm a graduate of the State Broad University, and everywhere I have applied, they are asking.
We want to say thanks to all our many followers, all of our callers, our listeners,
no good school. They have that.
those following us on our live stream.
Those politicians stay giving us empty promises. What happened now?
Who to trust?
Crime Stopper Liberia, our proud sponsor, Bokon Jile, Win Liberia.
Election time, people know how important. After election, we saw they say we have.
And all of you that had your participation into this program, we want to say thanks for participating. And we are very hopeful with God's guidance to return here on Thursdays evening to bring you another fascinating portion of our platform, Freedom Hard Talk on Freedom FM 87.9. My name is Junkies Morris.
Telling me you're hungry, you're not getting nothing.
And I was your host tonight. Austin Kawai is turning to some technical issues, and we will be here together on Thursday evening. Bye-bye for now, and that's Bwaka for you. Let's pray for our country and hope that Liberia gets better for all of us.
Look at how they did not back on you. They're not finished with the poverty reduction strategy. The latter, you're the vision 2030. So empty. So can let it give it. And at the end, the defeat over your